Hi everyone, it's Leslie here from Elegant Edges, and today I'm bringing you another project with the scraps of my Happy Haunting collection from Craft Consortium. So as you can see with this 6x6 pad, I have very few papers left, a pack of scraps and a few sheets of the 12x12. So every single scrap is getting quite sort of precious now. So today I have this lovely little project. This was my prototype I made. It's a great bag for a treat, for, you know, it would work for Halloween, it would work for any time of year. Makes a gorgeous little gift bag. I mean, how cute is that? I love it. And I've used some of the metal charms, some of the puffy stickers. I had this die from somewhere else and just cut out the words Happy Haunting. I've used some brads and just some gingham ribbon on it, just because it's got black. So, as I said, scraps are getting precious, so I've downsized it, and we've got a little eeny weeny mini one today. But this one was made in exactly the same way, and on my blog I'll put both sizes. Okay, that's www.elegantedges.co.uk. Okay, so to get on with the project, we're going to need a black card for me, not too thick, no more than 250. This is probably 200, 225. So this is the width of A4, so 8 1/4 by 3 inches. So that's the main piece, and that goes over the top and the bottom and the front. If you can see, that makes the entire box. Okay, then we need sides, and to make the sides we need 2 pieces, and we're going to cut them 2.5 inches square. We're going to score them on 3 sides at 1/2 inch. Okay, so those are those done. We need a handle, and this is 1/2 inch wide and about 4 1/4 inches long, and scored at 1/2 inch, or you could just literally fold it with your fingers, to be quite honest. That's the handle. Now the scoring for the main piece, this is 2 inches and then 3.5. Okay, so now we're going to pop some paper on there, and from my precious scraps I have this lovely, you see it's kind of almost enamelled, looks like it's been embossed with a clear glaze paper, and this is 4 5/8 by 2 7/8. Then we've got the front to go at the bottom, so this is 2 7/8 by 1 7/8, and 2 little pieces to go at the side, and they are 1 3/8 by 1 7/8. And I don't know if I cut that wrong. Yeah, I think I've cut that wrong there. That was probably eking out every single scrap from that packet. Let me just trim that. I won't say I'll cut it again, because I don't suppose I've got enough paper. Okay, and that'll be our paper. Right, so let's get cracking. So we're 8 1/4, there's our 2 scores. Now I've scored it already, because it's just boring watching people score. We're going to fold. And all of these need burnishing well. Fold both scores, burnish well. Now you can see I've rounded the rest, because I need it. I need a nice round shape to go over the top. And if you've been crafting as long as me, you'll remember the glitter girls, and they used to round their paper over the front of the desk. So that's what I did, and then I tweaked the front a little bit more with the edge of the bone folder. You don't need to round the back, just the top and the front. Okay, and now we're going to stick our paper on. Now I'm going to try and remember the bottom edge is the front, so I need my bats to be flying the right way up. So I'm going to stick it on this way around. Okay, like that. And for everything I'm using wet glue today, just because it is my favourite. It's my glue of choice. Everything holds really well. And this is Tombow all-purpose glue. So I've cut this paper 2 7/8 by 4 5/8, and you notice I'm putting it closer to there accidentally, which was a little bit of a mistake. So let's just move that up, a little bit more glue. I love it because if you get there quickly enough, you can just alter it. There we are, that's perfect now. Move that over. Okay. I do love that enamelled look. Yep, just double checking one more time. I'm just going to burnish that front edge where I moved it. Make sure it's sticking. Okay, now we're going to stick in these two sides. So we've scored 3 sides 1/2 inch. And then on the bottom, we're going to cut up, we're going to make little tabs. And this tiny one, we're just going to slip away a fraction, just because it makes it go together better. And we're going to do like a little box fold, glue on the tabs, fold it under, squeeze it, try and get a nice sharp corner and hold. Don't worry if we get a bit of glue because it's all being covered up. This one goes under. That's it. Try and get your edges all nice and then just hold, pinch for a second till the glue grabs, which doesn't take long. Leave it to dry. This is going to be such a fast project. But that's great because if you are making treat boxes, you really don't want to spend ages on a little box that someone is going to say, oh, that's nice, and then not do a lot with. I know if we make them for adults, for nice little, gifts for friends, for neighbours, they'll probably keep them and pop something precious inside. I know if somebody gave me one, I'd probably put charms in or something tiny and precious. Okay, so those are our sides. Start with my first one. So back to my main piece of paper, top, base, front. So I'm going to put glue on the bottom flap of the side. I'm going to offer it up to that side, try and get the edges really square. Pop it down. Pinch it together. Whoops, I've moved it. That really... I'll just have to hold it and be patient. I was probably trying to rush because the camera's ticking. Okay, that's that one done. And I'm going to do the other side while it's all flat. Same again. In the centre, you can see where the score lines are. So try and get it in the middle so that both sides fold. That looks great. Turn it round. Just going to press that down with my fingers. Just check. Moved it slightly. That's the problem. Even fingers are big with these little boxes. Okay, right, I'm going back to the first one now. I'm going to do the front tab first. And just like when you make any box, bring it up and try and get it to meet the top if you can. If it won't, well, we'll just get it as far up as we can. Nice sort of stick on all that side. Nice sharp edge. hold it for a second while it's grabbing. Just check the bottom's still okay. Now, I've got a little edge here and I'm just going to get that. Before I stick it all together, I'm just going to get it with a pair of scissors. That's it. All done. Nobody would know. Okay. Same with the other side. Try and pull it up as far as it'll go. The only reason it doesn't quite meet the top is just the size of the actual crease. What we don't want to do is make it bend though. It's easier just to trim off. That's it. Tiny bit. Is that enough? A little bit more. There we are. Okay. And then we're going to do the back. I'm going to be brave here because it's small and I'm going to try two sides together. Okay, so same thing. We're going to hold it along that edge, along this edge. Right, this one's gone really well. Press down. Let's get this one right up to the very edge. Yep. Hold that there. Have a little, get my bone folder in. Have a good press. Another one, another press. And just hold it. Okay, just get my fingers in there, just wait a second. It really is a very short time. Now that is most of the construction done. Okay, now obviously sticking paper on the top has made this a little stiffer. So while I'm going to glue the rest in place, I'm going to have another go with a bone folder, very, very gently. I'm going to tuck that inside just to train the paper that I want it to go in this shape while I'm gluing on the outside. It's not going to stay like that. It's just going to help it. Now, so I've got, no, didn't want to, did it? We'll try and make it do that again. Just tuck it under. So this is the reverse of that lovely back paper, and I was going to have it the other way round, but you know, I've had to cut it from scraps, and one of them I just didn't have enough. It's in the way. I didn't have enough for the bats to be flying in the right direction with any other pieces. So that's one bit. So these paper sizes are 1/8 of an inch smaller. So in case I didn't give them to you, the top is 4 5/8 by 2 7/8. The front is 2 7/8 by 1 7/8. And these sides are 1 7/8 by 1 3/8. Okay. Right. Next thing I'm going to do is to make the grip for the front. This one I used Velcro, and I'm going to use Velcro again. I put 2 on because I thought it's quite a big box and it needs quite a bit of, you know, to be able to carry quite a bit of weight. So my only black ones are quite large. I could cut them, I suppose I could cut them in half. and still have two. Or I could just have one in the middle, which I think is probably better. Which way around did I do it before? I put the fuzzy one on the top. I put the hook very gently, without really pressing it together very hard. Just got it to line up. Joe, this Craft Consortium paper is so gorgeously thick. It's making it difficult to fold. I actually thought I'd rounded it too much, but I hadn't. So I need to get that there. There we go. Give that a really good press. Bit of fuzzy off there that we don't need. Press them both down. Now all we need to do, that's great. This will eventually just round itself a bit more. You can see it's going all the time. Looking better. So we need a handle. So this was my 4 1/4 by 1/2 inch, scored at the ends 1/2 inch, and I'm going to round the middle section, just the middle section, to make the handle. Press the two sides out. Okay, now these, I don't think this is going to carry so much weight at all, this box, so I'm only going to glue these. So let's make sure I have that in the middle, about there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Just press those sides in the section. One on the top, one on the top. Try and line them up a little bit. I don't want them overhanging. So it's up to you whether you take them to the edge of the card or the edge of the paper. I think that will be fine. I'm just going to hold it for a moment. Give it a good grip, right? Now, because I didn't put brads this time, let me put the Velcro away. I am going to use some of the lovely matching Happy Haunting enamel dots. Now, I've carefully kept these. And I don't know if you do the same with a collection. You get all the matching things and you say, oh, I'll keep that for something special. And of course, every project is special, really. So I think I'm going to have, I don't want black, I'm going to have this lovely orangey colour. Oops. Pulled the wrong one off there. To make it look like a brad. Sort of faux brad, really. There's one. Let me pop that green one back somehow. They've got sticky glue dots at the back, so that's great. I mean, you can always, belt and braces, you could always put a little dab of glue if you wanted. So that's those on the top. And then with the collection, you also get gorgeous silvery charms. Last on this one, I used a sort of tombstone one. You also get sort of witches' hats. And I'm going to use one of those on this one. Because the bag is smaller, I'm going to use the smaller charm. I've got some black and white ribbon. I think that is too small. You know, you can tell I'm a real squirrel. I keep everything. I am going to... How long do I need to tie a bow? I'm going to thread this through there, or attempt to get it through the eye, through the hole in here. Is that going? Let's use a pokey tool. There. That's done it. Good. So we've got our little charm. Tie it around the handle. Maybe not too tightly. You know, sometimes the best bags, they sort of dangle a bit, don't they? Tie a bow. No. Okay, let's just tweak it a bit. Make it smaller. Such a cute little bag. It doesn't need a giant bow. Let the ribbon twist a bit better. That's better. Okay. So that's that. We've got our bow, we've got our little charm. We could do with something, some decoration. I do have a few puffy stickers left. I've also got a few little scraps from the inside, from some words, and the inside of a cover. The beauty of the puffy stickers is that because I haven't got that centered, it'll go. Because they are soft, they will go round corners with this lovely paper. Is it too big? Oh, that's me have him sitting with his little toes on the bottom. He is a bit big, really. Oh, the lovely zombie owl, I think, is even cuter. We'll have his little toes on the bottom, put his head between the bats, and there we are. Little tidy. Great. And if I actually got that to line up, that's better. Would look even better. Now I'm sure with that size you could fit a couple of those lovely golden chocolates in there. You could fit some small chocolate bars, some chocolate spongy fingers, penguin bars, that sort of thing. What a lovely little hostess gift, Halloween, little chocolatey treat. So 2 sizes, and it will all be on my blog in a jiff. Okay, thanks for watching. Do please like and subscribe because that really helps. Thank you. Bye.